Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news. Alright, Browns fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer, not just for the team, but for the entire AFC North. We've seen a lot of shifts in recent years. Some expected, some truly surprising, but this latest development is something that could redefine the division's power structure for years to come. It's all about the evolving landscape of talent, leadership, and potential, especially with some young stars making waves and veterans showing they still have plenty left in the tank. The Cleveland Browns, as always, are right in the middle of this storm, and if you're like me, you're eager to understand what's next for this team that has been on the rise after years of ups and downs. Now, let's start by talking about the current state of the Browns. We're entering a new chapter, and it's impossible not to feel the excitement around Cleveland. Last season, the team showed flashes of brilliance, especially on the offensive side, with quarterback Deshaun Watson finally settling into a rhythm after a tumultuous first year. Watson's performance has been a mixed bag over the past couple of seasons, but now with a full offseason under his belt and a revamped offensive line, we're expecting him to take a big leap forward. The Browns have invested heavily in their offense, bringing in key pieces and developing young talent like receiver Amari Cooper, who has been an absolute game changer when healthy. The running game, traditionally strong for Cleveland, led by Nick Chubb, remains one of the league's most feared, and with Chubb's comeback from injury, fans are optimistic about the ground attack's potential. But it's not just about the offense. Cleveland's defense has been steadily improving, with a focus on aggressive pass rush and creating turnovers. The addition of linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah last season provided a spark, and the team's draft picks, especially in the secondary, suggest they're aiming for a top-tier defense that can keep them in every game. The Browns have always been a team that emphasizes physicality and grit, and that identity is showing more and more under the leadership of head coach Kevin Stefanski, who's been steady at the helm, guiding this team through the rebuild. However, what makes this offseason particularly interesting is the buzz around some young prospects and the strategic moves made by the front office. Cleveland's scouting department has been aggressive in targeting versatile players who can impact multiple phases of the game. One name that's been gaining a lot of attention is the quarterback Shedeur Sanders, son of legendary Deion Sanders. Now Sanders has been turning heads at Colorado, and many analysts believe he could be a top NFL draft pick in the coming years. The question on everyone's mind is, could he be the future for Cleveland? Well, that's what some experts and insiders are speculating about, and I want to dive into what that could mean for the Browns. Shedeur Sanders has been described as a quarterback with immense arm talent, great mobility, and an instinct for reading defenses, traits that are highly coveted in today's NFL. His college stats are impressive, and his leadership qualities are often praised by coaches and teammates alike. If Cleveland were to land a talent like Sanders in the draft or through a trade, it could spell a new era for the franchise. Imagine a young quarterback with his talent coming into a team with a solid foundation, an offensive line, a strong running game, and weapons on the outside that could accelerate the Browns' quest to reach the Super Bowl again. Of course, the NFL draft is always unpredictable, and landing a quarterback of Sanders' caliber isn't easy. But the Browns have shown they're willing to be aggressive, especially after years of waiting for a franchise quarterback to emerge. If they manage to secure Sanders or develop a young QB with similar potential, it could be a pivotal move that shifts the division's balance of power. And let's not forget, Cleveland's front office has been strategic. They understand that investing in the quarterback position is key to sustained success, and they've been building around Deshaun Watson while keeping an eye on the future. Now here's where things get really interesting. There are whispers around the league that Cleveland isn't just looking at Sanders, but also exploring other options to bolster their offense and defense. The Browns are known for their meticulous planning, and they're not rushing into any decisions. They want to ensure that whoever they bring in can fit the culture of resilience and hard work that Cleveland fans cherish. This offseason, the team has also been active in free agency, adding veteran leaders and depth at crucial positions. This kind of strategic roster building is what could elevate the Browns from playoff contenders to serious Super Bowl candidates. Speaking of the Super Bowl, fans are dreaming bigger than ever. After years of frustration, close calls, and heartbreak, there's a genuine feeling that this could be Cleveland's year, or at least the start of a new chapter where the Browns are consistently competing at the highest level. The AFC North is no longer just about the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals. Now, teams like Cleveland are emerging as serious threats, capable of competing with anyone on any given Sunday. The division has become more competitive, and that's a huge plus for Browns fans because it means every game is a battle, every win is earned, and every step toward the playoffs is hard-fought. But let's take a moment to reflect on the broader picture. Cleveland has a rich football history, a passionate fan base, and a city that lives and breathes Browns football. The team's journey to respectability has been long, marked by setbacks and moments of hope. Now, with the right mix of young talent, leadership, and strategic moves, they seem poised to finally take that next step. And that's what makes this offseason so exciting. Every move, every draft pick, every game could be a piece of the puzzle that finally puts Cleveland back on top. We've seen so many moments in Browns history that keep fans on the edge of their seats. The 1980s with Bernie Kosar, the heartbreak of the 2007 playoff loss, the resurgence under Stefanski, and now the possibility of a new quarterback, a new era. The team's fans are among the most dedicated in the league, and their passion fuels every game, every highlight, and every comeback attempt. The NFL is a league of change, and Cleveland is right in the middle of it, eager to show that they're here to stay, here to contend, and here to fight for that elusive Super Bowl title. Now, circling back to the division, it's impossible not to think about how these changes impact the AFC North as a whole. The Ravens, with Lamar Jackson's continued evolution, the Bengals, led by Joe Burrow's rising stardom, and possibly the Browns with new weapons and a fresh quarterback. This division is shaping up to be one of the most exciting, competitive, and unpredictable in recent memory. Each team is making strategic moves, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The AFC North has historically been a tough, physical division, and if Cleveland's latest plans come to fruition, we could be witnessing a new dominant force emerge. And let's not forget about the coaching staff and front office. Kevin Stefanski has done a remarkable job transforming this team from a rebuild project into a playoff contender. His offensive schemes are creative, and his leadership has been instrumental in bringing stability to Cleveland. The front office, led by GM Andrew Berry, has shown patience and strategic vision, focusing on building through the draft and smart free agent signings. Their approach suggests that the Browns aren't just aiming for a quick fix, they're in it for the long haul, aiming to establish a winning culture that can sustain success over multiple seasons. As we look ahead to the draft, free agency, and the upcoming season, the storylines are endless. Will Cleveland land a game-changing quarterback? Will their defense continue to grow stronger? Can their offensive line stay healthy and dominate? These questions keep fans on the edge of their seats, and honestly, it's what makes being a Browns fan so exhilarating right now. Every offseason move, every game, every highlight has the potential to change everything. Cleveland is quietly building a formidable team, and if everything falls into place, the Super Bowl could be within reach sooner than we think. So Browns fans, this is the moment to be excited, to stay optimistic, and to keep supporting your team through thick and thin. The future is bright, and the possibilities are endless. The AFC North is about to get even more intense, and Cleveland is positioning itself to be a major player. Remember, it's not just about the talent on paper, it's about the heart, the grit, and the relentless pursuit of greatness that defines Browns football. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what this upcoming season holds for our beloved team. Let's keep the passion alive, Browns Nation.